Hey guys, it's Sensibility here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Amber Marie, and today is July 1st, so that means I am going to be posting a video on the books that I read in June. Do apologize. Listened to in the month of June. So I did not meet my goal of 15. I actually stopped at 12. I had a lot that was going on this month. Dental work. I had to have a lesion removed off my shoulder. So I was in and out of things this month and was not really focused on listening. But let's go ahead and get into it. So the first book of June was The Great Big Beautiful Life. I gave it a 3. I was not impressed with this book. So that is just me. It is a contemporary women fiction. It was all right. Moving on to the next one, which is I Found You by Lisa Jewell. I gave that one a 4.25. This one is a really good one. I don't want to give too much away, but it was about a man who essentially disappeared, had amnesia, met a lady with kids, and she's trying to help him remember his life. And that's about all I'm going to give you, because if I give you any more, it may give it all away. The next one is How to Survive in the Woods. I gave this one a 4.25. This one is another psychological thriller, suspenseful fiction. This one will take you on a whirlwind. So it's not like what you think it is. It's about a husband and wife and his ex-girlfriend, but also the wife is in a relationship with this ex-girlfriend. They go to the woods and they plot to kill the husband. And it's because the husband is really abusive, not only to the ex-girlfriend, but to the wife. So in the end, those that were meant to die, you would not expect. So it has a lot of twists and turns there. Moving on to the next one, we have my first Freida McFadden, Dear Debbie. I thought this was, and this is a psychological thriller, but I thought it was kind of softcore. It is really good. Dear Debbie is an author that kind of like has a newspaper thing going, or some kind of article where people can write in and get advice for her. And about halfway in the book, it's almost like she has some kind of midlife crisis type thing. Dear Debbie finally takes her own advice and takes care of issues that she's had in the past. So it is really good. This one here is Gone Before Goodbye. It is a Reese Witherspoon book club, and I loved this one. It was something different. Was kind of based military, but not like so much. It's more like veteran type military, but it's medical but veteran. We'll put it that way. So the main character in here, she was in the military, but she's obviously some very fancy surgeon that gets recruited by this highly very, very private, wealthy man to do some kind of surgeries. So I gave this one a 4.5. I really enjoyed this one. It was not what I was expecting. When I was done with it, I was like, whoa. So yes, that one's really good. Then we have Before We Were Yours. I was really, really like looking forward to this book. This one is a historical family saga fiction. This one was kind of sad. And it went back and forth a lot, kind of like it was reflecting on the past and the future. So I gave this one a 4-star. I was hoping that this one would be more than that. Then we have a Latino historical fiction, Carmela. This one was another one that was hard to get through. It was just way too busy to try and keep up with it. It's got only like 1,000 names, so you don't know half the time who they're talking about. It's going back and forth. So I gave it, again, a 3.5. Sorry, Carmelo. Next one is Don't Let Her Stay. This one was flippin' awesome. So I gave this one a 4.75. It's by Nicola Sanders. And this one is about a husband and wife that have a baby. And the husband had a daughter from a previous marriage. He hasn't talked to her in a couple years since, you know, the new stepmom has announced the pregnancy. And it gets crazy. The next one is Diamond Head, and this one is by Celie Wong, and it's a historical romance fiction. Now, I very much enjoyed this one. If I'm going to read a historical book, I thought this one was probably the best one that I have read in quite some time. It was well done, where even if it's moving from the past to the future, you can understand it. It flowed really good. So this one was a 4.75. Okay, let's move on to the next one, guys. Okay, so these are the last ones here. Yes. So we have Happy Place. This one I really enjoy too. This is by Emily Henry. It's a contemporary romance fiction, and I gave it a 4.5. And it was a really, really good book. Trying to think. Yeah, it's about a lady finding her happy place. Dead Things Grow Here. This is another one that will play with your head. And I gave it a 4.5. And it's a horror fiction. And it really is. It's almost like there's some kind of fantasy wrapped in with horror, because, you know, you have a girl and a guy going to look for their professor out in a cabin, and weird stuff is happening. And yeah, that's where I'm going to leave that one. And then the last one is Frida's Cook, which is primarily Latino historical fiction. And I gave that one a 4.25. I thought this one was really good. But this one focuses on more like the arts and the culture of Mexico. And it's the perspectives coming from Frida's Cook. So Frida is the artist. I can't even think of the young girl's name now. But yeah, and then they grow up, and it's something about this painting, the special painting of Diego and Frida, and they all of a sudden become, like, their artwork's very, very popular. It's worth a lot of money in Mexico, at least based off the book. So there are the books that I read for the month. So the winner for the month was actually, by a landslide, was Don't Let Her Stay. This one will have you on your seat. So the books that I'm going to read in July, I don't know how many I'm going to read, but I'm going to announce 15, and we'll just go from there. So we have How to Get Away with Murder. This one is a psychological thriller. We have Bon Appetit, which is a Southern cozy mystery and paranormal mystery. We have Atmosphere, which is a historical romance fiction. So, yeah. We have Checkmate by Ali Hazelwood. I've read a couple of hers so far. So, this is I like to call a rom-com. We have a Lisa Jewell here, Don't Let Him In. And for once, this one's just a thriller mystery. Alchemist. This one might take a good portion of the month to read, because it is, or to listen to. It's 1,050 pages. But this one is fantasy romance fiction. You never know. If it's anything like Court of Thorns and Roses, I may fly right through it. But my daughter did say she had a hard time with that book and was not able to finish it. So, here is the next one. Here Lie All the Boys Who Broke My Heart. This is a thriller, mystery, a romance fiction. Then you have A Mistake, which is more of a medical mystery thriller fiction. We have Deep End by Allie Hazelwood, and my daughter called this, what did she call it? A smut book, I think is what she called it. Smoot. But it's sports romance rom-com fiction. So let's see, 3, 6, 9. Okay. We have As Far as She Knew, another mystery thriller fiction. Here's something, Blossom in the Winter. It's a dark romance smut. That's the word, smut fiction. I have a lot of lengthy books to read this month, so I don't know if I'm going to get through all 15. We have I Came Back for You, thriller mystery. And the last 3 are Home is Where the Bodies Are. We have Mexican Gothic. We have Jar of Hearts. So those are the books I hope to read this month. But I have a feeling I'm probably going to hit 12 again because of the long book by what is it called? Alchemized? Yeah, Alchemized. So, yeah. But if I make it, I make it because there is 31 days in this month. So, but I will tell you guys, the books are going to be getting better. The more I read, now I'm kind of targeting different authors. And more towards the fall, winter, there will be a lot of series that I'm going to be reading. I'm going to shift away from individual books to series because I know a lot of you guys like to read series. So I'm definitely picking up on the Court of Thorn and Roses collection. I will be finishing that. So, yeah. There's going to be a couple random loose books in there, but for the most, from what I'm seeing, because I use this book as my TBR, and I just go through them and read them. So there you go, guys. If you have any questions or comments, you know what to do. Put them down in the comment section down below. With that said, you guys have an awesome day. Bye, guys.